Listen carefully. This is not motivation. This is not comfort. This is not something you play in the background while scrolling your phone. This is a mirror. And most people hate mirrors, because if you're honest with yourself, the truth is uncomfortable. You're not tired because you work too hard. You're not anxious because life is unfair. You're not broken because you lack talent or intelligence. You're exhausted because your mind is out of control. You wake up tired even after sleeping. You scroll before you breathe. You react before you think. You explain yourself to people who don't care. You replay conversations that are already over. You fear futures that haven't happened. And the scary part? You think this is normal? The modern world told you this is normal. Constant noise. Constant opinion. Constant pressure. Always available. Always reachable. Always reacting. Stoicism looks at this world and says something most people aren't ready to hear. Your suffering is not caused by events. Your suffering is caused by your interpretation of events. That sentence alone makes people uncomfortable, because it removes the one thing everyone loves, the excuse. See, blaming the world feels good. Blaming society feels justified. Blaming people feels safe. But Stoicism doesn't let you hide there. Stoicism drags you in front of yourself and asks one question. Why do you give your peace to things you cannot control? Think about your day. How many times did your mood change because of something outside you? A message, a comment, a look, a memory, a comparison. You hand over control again and again, then wonder why you feel powerless. This is the karma loop of the modern mind. You react emotionally. The world rewards drama. You react more. You get addicted to stimulation. You lose discipline. You lose clarity. You lose self-respect. And slowly, quietly, without realizing it, you lose yourself. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotion. It's about refusing to be ruled by it. But before that makes sense, you need to see the real enemy. And no, it's not society. It's not social media. It's not your past. It's not even other people. The enemy is your untrained mind. A mind that believes every thought. A mind that treats every feeling like a command. A mind that thinks reacting is strength. Modern culture feeds this enemy constantly. Notifications, outrage, validation, comparison, approval. You're trained to respond instantly, emotionally, publicly. Stoicism asks you to do the opposite. Pause, observe, choose. That sounds simple. It's not, because pausing feels like weakness in a world addicted to noise. Silence feels like losing when everyone is screaming. Restraint feels like death to an ego that survives on attention. That's why Stoicism is rare, and that's why it's powerful. Now let me hold up the mirror. Be honest. How many arguments were unnecessary, but you wanted the last word? L.
How many nights were ruined by thoughts you couldn't control? How many opportunities were lost because you were emotional instead of disciplined? How many times did you feel disrespected, not because someone attacked you, but because your ego demanded validation? You don't suffer because people are cruel. You suffer because you expect them to be fair. That expectation is the trap. Stoics understood something modern people forgot. Life does not owe you clarity. People do not owe you understanding. The world does not owe you peace. Peace is a skill, and skills are trained. Most people live their lives on autopilot. They react the same way. They get hurt the same way. They complain the same way, year after year. Stoicism breaks that cycle. It says, if something is not under your control, it is not your burden. That sentence alone could save years of your life, but it requires something uncomfortable: responsibility. Because once you accept that your reaction is your choice, you lose the right to blame, and the ego hates that. Here's the emotional peak most people avoid. You are not overwhelmed because life is hard. You are overwhelmed because you are undisciplined. That's not an insult. That's a diagnosis. Discipline is freedom. Discipline is peace. Discipline is protection. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire while burying children, facing war, betrayal, and disease. Yet, his writings sound calmer than most people's group chats. Why? Because he trained his mind to focus only on what mattered, not attention, not approval, not comfort. Character Modern problems feel heavier because modern minds are weaker. Not stupid, not lazy, weak. Weak against impulse, weak against emotion, weak against distraction. And the world exploits that weakness. The algorithm feeds your insecurities. The culture feeds your ego. The noise feeds your anxiety. Stoicism starves all of it. Now let me make this personal. There was a time when I reacted to everything. Silence felt like rejection. Criticism felt like an attack. Being ignored felt like disrespect. I thought I was sensitive. I thought I was deep. I thought I cared more. The truth? I
was untrained. I was letting my mind run wild and calling it authenticity. One sentence changed everything for me. You don't control what happens. You control how you respond. That wasn't comforting. It was confronting, because it meant my misery was partly my responsibility. So I started doing something radical. I stopped reacting immediately. I stopped explaining myself. I stopped chasing closure. I stopped needing to be understood. And something strange happened. The world got quieter. Not because people changed, because I did. This is what Stoicism gives you. Not happiness, clarity. And clarity is far more powerful. Now let's talk about the enemy again, because you need to see it clearly. Your enemy wants you emotional. Your enemy wants you distracted. Your enemy wants you reactive, because a reactive person is predictable, controllable, manipulatable. A calm person is dangerous. That's why calm is misunderstood. People think calm means weak. Stoicism teaches that calm means armed. Armed with self-control. Armed with perspective. Armed with restraint. Here's the repetition you need to hear, because repetition builds identity. You cannot control people. You cannot control outcomes. You cannot control the past. Say it again. You cannot control people. You cannot control outcomes. You cannot control the past, but you can control your response. You can control your standards. You can control your actions. That's the trade. Give up the illusion of control, gain real power. Stoicism doesn't promise you an easy life. It promises you a steady one. Modern motivation tells you to feel good. Stoicism teaches you to be good, and that difference matters. Because feelings fade, character stays. Now let me give you the golden rule. If something costs you your character, it's too expensive. Read that again. If something costs you your character, it's too expensive. Arguments, drama, attention, validation. None of it is worth your inner stability. Stoic people don't avoid pain. They avoid unnecessary pain. They don't suppress emotion. They question it. They don't run from problems. They refuse to panic over them. This is why Stoicism works so well for modern problems. Anxiety? That's future imagination without discipline. Anger? That's expectation colliding with reality. Depression? Often the weight of things you were never meant to carry. Stoicism teaches you to put the weight down, not by pretending it doesn't exist, but by asking, is this mine to carry? If not, let it go. Here's the retention truth most people won't tell you. Most people don't want peace. They want intensity. They want chaos, because chaos gives them identity. Being calm feels boring when your ego survives on noise. That's why people say they want change but resist discipline. Stoicism requires you to die before you live. Die to ego. Die to constant reaction. Die to needing approval. And that death is uncomfortable. But what comes after is rare. Freedom. Real freedom. The freedom to be unmoved by insults. The freedom to walk away without explanation. The freedom to stay silent without guilt. The freedom to act from principle, not emotion. That's why Stoicism scares people. Because once you have it, you can't be controlled the same way. Now let me leave you with this. Strong people don't react. They choose. They choose silence over noise. They choose discipline over impulse. They choose character over comfort. The modern world will keep screaming, keep provoking, keep demanding your attention. You don't need to fight it. You just need to stop feeding it. Because the moment you stop reacting, the moment you stop explaining, the moment you stop seeking validation, you take your power back. And that's what Stoicism really is, not a philosophy. A weapon for survival in a world designed to break your focus, your peace, and your identity. If this stayed with you, don't rush back to noise. Sit with it. Because clarity doesn't shout, it waits.